Okay, hello, good evening, guys. All right, welcome back to our January week 2. Okay, hello, good evening. All right, so yeah, I think there's only 2 of you here. Anyway, what are we learning today? We are not doing revision already, Okay, we were supposed to do revision last week. Okay, hey, Natalie, hello. Long time no see. Okay, so we did our revision last week, because we know that many of you are having exam around this week. So, we are not doing revision already lah. Okay, so we are moving towards your Form 5 Chapter 2. Okay, Form 5 Chapter 2, please get your notes ready if you have one. Okay, this one I'm not sure whether you received already. Some of you do, some of you haven't. Okay, there's a delay in the notes delivering. All right, so what are we talking about today? Today is about balanced diet. Okay, it's a very relaxing topic today. This one you have already learned this in Form 2. Okay, I would say relaxing and interesting also lah. It will be quite a lot of things to learn. All right, so number 2.1, balanced diet and calorific value. Okay, so what is this? What is your balanced diet? I'm sure you learned this in Form 2. And what is your calorific value? Okay, calories, what are they? Okay, I'll teach you how to lose weight and diet as well in this chapter, okay, for free. All right, anyway, let's look at number 1. A balanced diet is a diet that includes all the classes of food in the right quantity according to the individual's requirement. All right, to have a balanced diet, you need 2 criteria. Okay, must be fulfilled. Number 1, you need all classes of food. Okay, you need to eat all the classes. How many classes of food do we have? We have 7. Okay, we have 7 classes of food, which are carbohydrates. Okay, I just call it carbs lah. Okay, carbs, protein, fats, minerals, vitamins, fiber, and water. Okay, you need all 7 classes of food. Not only that, the second criteria is equally important. They must be in the right quantity. Okay, this is a very important second criteria, because you see, even if you eat all 7 classes, but they are in the wrong amount, it's not a balanced diet. Okay, take for example, let's say you go for McDonald's Big Mac. Okay, you go for McDonald's Big Mac. Big Mac is a meal, isn't it? You have the burger, you have the fries, and you have the Coca-Cola. Is it a balanced diet? I don't know, you tell me. Does it have all 7 classes of food? Yes, it does. Does it have carbs? Yes. Okay, McDonald's has the bun one. Okay, the burger bun is carbs one. The fries are carbs one. Okay, do they have protein? Yes, the burger patty, the meat is protein. Fats, well, fast food has never been short on fats. The buns has butter, the mayonnaise is fats, the other sauces that are fats, on the patty there's fats, French fries has fats, there's plenty. Okay, minerals and vitamins, the fries got salt, salt is a mineral. And then inside the Big Mac has some lettuce, I guess, so there's mineral and vitamins. And then there's a little fiber, got veggie. And then water, the Coca-Cola is water. So is this balanced diet? No, because yes, all classes of food they have. The first criteria they fulfill already. But second, the right quantity? No, they are not. Okay, McDonald's, any meal, okay, McChicken, whatever you name it, it's full of carbs and fats. Okay, your fries, they are carbs. Soft drinks, they are carbs, sugar. Okay, the bread, it's carbs. Sauce, it's sweet, it's carbs as well, sugar. And then fats, everything. Your French fries, they're oily, the patty is oily. So it has a lot of carbs and fats. These few, yeah, they are okay. So they are not a balanced diet. So stop telling me, I don't think anybody in their right mind would say McDonald's is balanced diet lah. Well, obviously. Okay, so that's your balanced diet. They need to be all classes of food and they need to be in the right quantity. 2 criteria they must fulfill. Okay, so factor that affects persons in a balanced diet. Okay, so your balanced diet has a calorie. Okay, my balanced diet has my calorie. Everyone's requirement is different. Okay, for example, as a female, for example, you need around 1,006 calories of balanced diet every day. For me, I might need around, I'm sure you don't count your calories, but I do. I need around 2,006 to 2,007 calories per day. For me lah, okay, for me. So why is everyone different? Okay, there are 6 factors here. What affects your balanced diet? What makes you and me different? Everyone needs different diet to survive. So number 1 factor is age. Okay, age. So what age that you eat the most, the closer you are to around 15 to, I would say 20 lah. Okay, the closer you are to around 25, the more you eat. That means all the way from you're a baby, all the way up to 25, it's where you eat the most. Around there lah. So from 0, where you're a baby, up to here, where you eat the most. And then after 25, you kind of stay there for a bit. Okay, for a flat line for a bit. And then when you're 30 and 30 something, that's where you need to eat less because your body metabolism is slowing down. You are not as active, you are not as young, you're not growing. Basically, your body doesn't need that much energy anymore. Okay, so you need to eat less. The problem is, you realize some people, 20 something, they eat this amount, 30 something, they eat the same amount, 40 something, they eat the same amount throughout their life. So what happens is when they start to slow down, when they start to enter their 30 something, 40 something, 50 something years old, they start to become fat. Okay, that's why you have this dad bod thing. They say, oh, when you have a dad bod means you're sexy. Is it really though? I don't know. So you become fat not because not because you eat a lot. You become fat because your body is slowing down. So you need to adjust accordingly. You don't, when you are 35, you don't eat as much as you did when you were 25. Okay, and the same thing goes when you're 45, you eat less compared to when you're 35. So you need to decrease. Okay, not only that, you need to keep the same amount of exercising. Just because you get older doesn't mean you exercise less. Okay, that's a very big misconception everyone has. Okay, never mind. Let's look at the age first. Okay, that's your age. Okay, next is your gender. Okay, gender. Generally, male will eat more than a female. Okay, male will eat more than a female. So why? Okay, why? Not because this is sexist or whatever. So how can you say male eat more than female? This is nature. This is nature. Males, if you look at all species, most species, males, they eat more than females. Why? Because males are the hunters. Males are the hunters. Females, they are the nurturer. They are at home or in the nest taking care of the young. You look at tiger is the same. You look at lion, whatever is the same. The female, after giving birth, they will take care of the young, whereas the male will go out hunting. Same as us. So male, we are born hunters. So that's why we eat more lah. So this is why male even naturally has higher metabolism. Okay, so you cannot compare your as a female, you cannot compare your metabolism to a male. Hey, it's never fair. Male will always eat more than you. All right, so that's the second factor, gender. Okay, next, job, physical activity. Okay, the more active you are, let's say your job is a very physical, demanding job. Okay, for example, I'm not sure whether you have heard of this app before. Okay, it's called MyFitnessPal. Okay, MyFitnessPal. This is an app that tracks your calories. I use this to track my calorie. Why? Because I exercise a lot. Okay, I go to the gym a lot, so I really care about what I eat. Okay, so there's a segment where you calculate, where they calculate for you how much energy you roughly need per day. So there's one question they ask you: what's your job? Okay, are you active? They go from sedentary to very active. Sedentary means you are very inactive. You basically just sit on your ass all day. You are an office worker. You sit from 9 to 5, basically typing. Okay, so from 9 to 5 typing, the energy you will spend, it's gonna be like what, 100, 200 calories at most. Okay, it's gonna be very low physical demand. But if going up from sedentary, you are lightly active. Okay, lightly active. So who is lightly active? Like teachers. Teachers, we spend our time standing and teaching. Not me now lah, but when I'm doing physical, I'm standing, I'm teaching. So that's lightly active. And then next, active. So who is active? Active is like postman. Okay, postman, they a parcel delivery guy. So they need to walk around, they need to carry things. Okay, so they are active. And you, if you are very active, means you are an athlete, you train 8 hours per day, you are a construction worker, you are basically anyone that carries heavy objects for basically the majority of your working hour. Okay, so if you are a very active person, okay, the difference for me, from me going from sedentary to lightly active, I need to eat 3 to 4 extra 100 calories. Okay, 300 to 400 extra calories I need to eat per day. Okay, so from sedentary means being an office worker to me being a teacher, I need to eat 300 extra. Okay, because I need to stand, I need to talk, I need to write, I need a lot more energy, 300 more. Whereas if you go from sedentary to to very active, you might need 1,000 more because you're carrying stuff, you are doing heavy work. Okay, obviously. So that's your physical activity. All right. So if you want to lose weight, get a job that makes you walk a lot. For example, being a delivery guy, okay, being a Grab delivery driver, okay, or be a postman. Well, I don't know. Basically, any job that makes you walk, you will lose weight. Anyway, next, body size. Okay, body size. The bigger you are, the more you eat. Okay, right? Common sense, right? The taller you are, the more you eat. Why? Because the taller I am, the more cells I have. Okay, maybe I have a few more million cells more than you. So I need to feed them. Cells, they are metabolically active. That means cells are like your children. You cannot let them go without feeding. They will die. When you have more children, you need to buy more food to feed them. Same thing. When you have more cells, you need to eat more to feed them. Common sense. Next, health. Okay, health is a very tricky thing. When you are healthy, you eat more. Okay, when you're healthy, you eat more. When you are sick, you cannot eat more. Okay, not to say you want to, okay, but you cannot. You just lack the ability to, because when you're sick, your appetite, it's like crap, right? When you're fever or whatever, your appetite is like 0. So when you are sick, you still need to eat something, but you need to eat something nutrient dense. Nutrient dense, that means there's not a lot of it, but there's a lot of vitamins, food that are rich in vitamins and minerals, very rich in nutrients. For example, fruits. This is why they say when people are sick, the only thing you can eat, it's gonna be veggies and fruits. Okay, because they have the most vitamins and minerals. Okay, you cannot eat heavy stuff like carbohydrates and fats because your body just couldn't digest that thing. Okay, so that's the health. Next, climate or surrounding temperature. Okay, this is also very important. If you are in a hot country, you don't eat more. Okay, because we are hot, you are hot enough. Whereas when you are in a very cold country, you tend to eat more because your body needs to burn that food to create body heat to make you warm. Okay, food produces warmth, just in case you haven't realized. Okay, I'm sure you know this. Okay, if you notice something, notice this before, when you are in an aircon room, when you are in a very cold room, when you are hungry, you get very cold, very cold. But as you go out and eat something and you come back, you're like, huh? Why is it not that cold anymore? Well, because when you eat, your digestive system starts working, it starts burning food. You are creating heat around your body. That's how it works. Okay, so it depends on your climate. Like me, I went to Shenzhen a few years back. Okay, I went there during winter. It's not crazy cold. It's like 20 something degrees in the morning, 13, 14 degrees at night. Okay, it was okay. It was quite cool. Okay, basically you go anywhere, you have to wear a jacket lah. Okay, so I get hungry quite faster. Okay, in Malaysia, maybe every 4 hours, 5 hours, I need to eat. But in over Shenzhen over there, when it's winter, I need to eat every 3 to 4 hours each. Okay, I get hungry a little bit faster. So because you need more heat. Okay, if you go to like snowing countries, you need to eat even more. Okay, because you get hungry. All right, so 6 factors. Okay, 6 factors are. You see, like me and you, okay, for example, okay, I'm sure you are girls here, okay, me and you, our age is different, our gender is different, our job is different, our body size is different. Okay, health, we are the same, but climate, okay, climate is the same. So you see, even we are 4 factors different, which makes your requirement and my requirement very different. Okay, what you eat and what I eat is very different. Okay, so what happens when you don't eat enough or when you eat too much? You will get something called malnutrition. Okay, malnutrition. I'm sure you have learned this in Form 2 already. When you lack vitamin A, you get night blindness. When you lack vitamin B, you get beriberi or crampness. When you lack vitamin C, you get bleeding gum and scurvy and you get sick easily. When you lack vitamin D, you get rickets. When you lack vitamin E, you get sterility. When you lack vitamin K, you don't clot your blood easily. I'm sure you memorize this, right? These are malnutrition. Okay, but do not be mistaken by malnutrition thinking that, oh, malnutrition means it's a lack of a certain food. No, when you do excess, you eat too much, it is also a malnutrition. This is why obesity is also a malnutrition. Okay, so stop thinking that when you think malnutrition means, oh, you see African children like this, oh, malnutrition. No, being obese, the biggest malnutrition problem we have in Malaysia, it's not all these, it's obesity. Okay, Malaysia is the fattest Southeast Asia country in the world. Do you know this? Okay, Malaysia is the fattest Southeast Asia country. I'll show you statistics later. Okay, I'm not even joking. Okay, next, so let's look at what is malnutrition. It is a lack or excess. Okay, when you eat too little or too much, you will get a certain disease. Okay, like I said, okay, in Chinese, okay, as us Chinese, we believe in balance. Okay, you know Taoism, Taoism, you have that black and white thing, right? Okay, the yin and yang, yin yang. Okay, what does the thing tells you? The thing tells you everything needs to be in moderation. Okay, just because I said just now, oh, sir, you said I need to be healthy, right? So I need to eat healthy all the time. No, for me, I take care of my health a lot. I exercise 7 days per week. Okay, I'm a very healthy person. You might think, oh, sir, for people like you, you sure don't eat junk food, one, right? I eat junk food every day. Okay, I eat ice cream like 3-4 times every week. Okay, but I do it in moderation. Okay, I don't kick off all the junk food. Okay, you know that's a bad thing. If you eliminate junk food from your life, okay, if you eliminate everything, you are gonna create something called cravings. Okay, you're gonna crave for it, and before you know it, the craving gets stronger and stronger and stronger. You don't want to eat, you don't want to eat, you don't want to eat. It gets stronger, stronger, stronger. And when you start eating it, one day you cannot take it anymore. Your self-control just breaks down and you cannot take it anymore. Before you know it, you will binge eat. Okay, you know it's binge eat, 是暴食啦. You will binge eat, you will not stop. You cannot stop yourself from eating. Before you know it, one long packet of Oreo, you whack, finish everything. Okay, so rather of doing that, why not you eat your Oreo every day? If you really like Oreo, maybe you one day, every day you eat one. You see, you keep your cravings in check, you enjoy in moderation. This is why I snack every day. Okay, yes, you don't eat healthily 100% every day. Nobody can do that. Okay, you stick with a diet that you can stick to, a diet that makes you happy, a diet that includes some bad stuff. Okay, it's like you every day you do healthy stuff like studying. Like, see, this is what we do now, right? But you don't study the whole day. After studying, you have some junk. What do I mean by junk? You go on YouTube. you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, you watch something mindless, you watch something unhealthy, like some people playing some pranks, okay, some people doing some stupid stuff, you just laugh it off. That's the junk food for your mind. Okay, yes, they are not good for your mind, but hey, it relaxes you. You need some in moderation. Okay, if you get what I mean. All right, so let's look at the example of malnutrition. These are a few examples. I'm sure you know it's goiter. Okay, goiter is when there's a swell in your. Last time when I say goiter is the swelling of thyroid gland. Form 2, you don't know what a thyroid gland is. Now you know. Last year, Form 4, we learned this, right? Your thyroid gland is the gland that produces something called thyroxine, which is the thing that controls your metabolism. All right, so this goiter is because when you lack iodine, okay, your thyroid gland, your 甲状腺 in Mandarin, you got this thing doesn't function very well, so it starts swelling. Okay, so this is a thyroid gland. So this is goiter lah. Scurvy is bleeding gum. Usually this thing lacks vitamin C. Okay, so if you brush your teeth, you bleed easily, maybe you need some extra vitamin C. But most of us are fine. Okay, unless you're a person that doesn't eat veggie and you're a person that doesn't eat fruits, then maybe you will get scurvy. As long as you have veggie and fruits, then you'll be fine. Okay, next, kwashiorkor and marasmus. Okay, these two diseases, it's what we call African disease. You will not see this in Malaysia. Okay, kwashiorkor is when a child doesn't get enough protein. Okay, doesn't get enough protein for years. That means they are so poor, they cannot even afford an egg. Okay, telur also cannot eat. They cannot even afford it for years, then you will get kwashiorkor. You don't see this in Malaysia. Yes, there are some very poor people in Malaysia, but not until this extent. Okay, not that I'm aware of anyway. Marasmus is when you lack carbohydrate, when a person becomes so skinny. This one you will only see this in maybe World War II concentration camp, okay, or maybe in Africa, or in certain places where they don't even get enough food. Malaysia, you don't see this. Okay, I mean we are lucky lah. Okay, and what is rickets? Rickets is when you have weak bones. This is mostly when you lack vitamin D or calcium. Okay, when you lack vitamin D and calcium. All right, so anyway, this is your malnutrition lah. I'm just only giving you a few examples here. Of course, there are tons more. Even obesity is one of it. All right, anyway, let's look at our concept of Pinggan Sehat Malaysia. Please put a star here. This part is very important in exam. They will ask, okay, why? I'm sure you have not heard this before, Pinggan Sehat Malaysia. When it comes to balanced diet, okay, when it comes to balanced diet, I'm sure you know what is the food pyramid, right? It is the thing that we have been taught since young. Okay, if you don't know how to eat, you should follow the food pyramid. So if you still remember the food pyramid, the most bottom is your carbohydrate, and then go up some more is fruits and veggie, up some more is meat, protein, then the top one is going to be your fats, sugar, salt, and all, where you eat the least. Okay, your food pyramid is not exactly correct. Okay, it's not exactly correct. Why? Because you see, at the most bottom, many people think about this. They see the most bottom, the most bottom is carbohydrate, rice, noodle, bihun, bread. They will think that, since the food pyramid tells you to eat more carbohydrate, okay, I'm going to whack carbohydrate like there's no tomorrow. So what happens? Even if you eat more carbohydrate, you will still get fat. Here's the thing. You see, many people think, when I eat fat, I get fat. No, when you eat too much carbohydrate, same thing will happen. When you eat too much carbohydrate, your body is going to store that carbohydrate underneath your skin as fats. Same thing. So even if you don't eat fats, but you eat carbohydrate, which is at the most bottom of a food pyramid, you still get fat. So this makes the food pyramid a little bit inaccurate already. So this is why Malaysia, we kind of refresh this concept. We don't use the food pyramid anymore because it's not really accurate. Instead, we have this thing called Pinggan Sehat Malaysia. Okay, Pinggan Sehat Malaysia. So you should roughly follow this guide. All right, so how is the pinggan looking like? Okay, so you separate your bowl into half. One half is fruits and veggies. Okay, fruits and veggies. You see, you should always eat the most fruits and veggies. So half of it should be fruits and veggie. Okay, and then the other half, 1/4 is gonna be carbohydrate. Okay, any carbohydrate like rice, noodle, a bread, whatever you want. Okay, quinoa. If you are rich lah, you see some people that eat quinoa one. You know, it's quinoa. Quinoa is this South American grain. Okay, so the other quarter is gonna be your protein. Okay, it can be fish, chicken, or any lean protein. You should have lean protein every day. Okay, here's the thing. Just because you eat like this, you don't eat oily. You don't just take Thousand Island sauce or oil, you just drizzle all over this thing. Yay! Balanced diet. No. Okay. Mayonnaise is made from egg yolk. It's gonna be full of fat. You take olive oil, you drizzle. Some people say, oh, sir, they say olive oil healthy, right? I'm gonna drizzle everything in olive oil. No, it's not good as well. Okay, everything should be lean. Your veggies and fruit, if you can help it, try to make it as little oil as possible. Okay, your rice should not be oily as well. Okay, please don't just eat fried rice like that. Okay, and then your meat as well, don't make it oily. Okay, make it as lean as possible. Okay, so this is Pinggan Siam, Malaysia. You should eat like this. This is the latest guideline, the most accurate guideline. Don't believe in your food pyramid anymore. Yes, food pyramid is somehow correct, but there's some criticism towards it because it's not 100% accurate. Some people might misinterpret the thing. Okay, so Pinggan Siam, Malaysia, this thing will be an exam. Please memorize this. Okay, not really memorize lah. Okay, it's a very simple concept to understand. Okay, so if you want to lose weight, eat more of fruits and veggies. Okay, why? Because fruits and veggies, they are going to make you full and they don't contain a lot of calories. For example, if you eat broccoli, okay, let me ask you, can you eat one whole big piece of broccoli in one meal? I'm sure you can't. Okay, one BG like that, you go supermarket, you get one BG of broccoli. You know how many calories is inside? One BG of calorie is 100 calories. You think you can finish that thing? No. Whereas one bowl of rice is 200 something calories. You can easily eat one bowl of rice. Okay, that's twice the calories already. So this is why veggie is one of the main things you eat when you are going on a, they call it diet lah. Okay, I don't really like the word. You don't just go on a diet for a few months and then, no, it doesn't work that way. Anyway, okay, let's look at our next one, calorific value. Okay, when we talk about calories, later I will talk about how to lose weight. Okay, how does weight loss work? Why are people so obsessed with having a diet? And is diet useful? Are they successful? Should you go on a diet? Should you lose weight? I don't know about you guys lah. Losing weight is like a lifelong a chore for a female. Okay, some girls, okay, most of the girls I know, they are on some kind of diet all the time. Okay, they are just trying to lose weight all the time. Okay, I don't know about you. Okay, maybe you don't. Okay, if you don't, then that means yeah, good for you. Okay, anyway, so let's look at what is calorific value. Okay, every food has energy. Okay, has energy. Food is like fuel. Okay, food is like fuel. You know what is fuel, right? Bahan api. So every food is a fuel. Fuel has energy. So how much energy is in a food? So this is what we use, what we call it calorific value. We use something called calories, okay, or energy value to measure a food. So calorific value or energy value is the amount of energy that is released from the complete oxidation or combustion of 1 gram of that food. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, to know how much energy is in a food, we take 1 gram of it. Okay, we take 1 gram of it, we burn it. Okay, when we burn it, we can measure how much did the okay, in this case we use water. Okay, can you see there's water here? We burn food here. So when we burn it, we see how much temperature this water increase. We can kind of there's a formula to calculate how much energy is in this food. Okay, so the more the hotter this water gets, if this water gets very hot, that means this food has a lot of energy. If this food, this water only increase a little bit, that means this food is very little energy. Okay, there's nothing to burn. There's no fuel. That's what I mean. All right, so it's the energy released from complete combustion of 1 gram of food. You want to memorize this or not? It's completely up to you. Definition. This is not politica moral lah. I don't really care about memorizing definition. All right, so energy is measured in calories, okay, or in our case, we use kilocalorie because calorie is too small, or we use joule or kilojoule. It's either kilocalorie or kilojoule. You look at your Gardenia or any food packaging, they will list this too. Okay, any food packaging. You go and take your bread, your Massimo or your Gardenia, look at it, you will see two columns. They will list as kilocalorie and kilojoule. So you see which one is it, lor? Okay, so 1 calorie is roughly around 4.2 joule. Around there lah, okay, but this one they will give you an exam lah, don't you worry. Okay, so the SI unit for calorific value is joule per kilogram. That means 1 kilogram of that food, how much energy does it give you? Okay, it can be per gram as well, just like it's per gram. I just like to use kg more because kg makes more sense. You don't eat 1 gram of a certain food. Okay, 1 gram of oil is like 1 drop. Okay, who the hell eats 1 drop? You get what I mean. Okay, so the calorific value can be measured using bomb calorimeter. Okay, bomb calorimeter. What is this? A bomb calorimeter looks like this. Okay, this is a bomb calorimeter. Basically, you take your food, you insert it here, and then you close this thing. You press a button, this thing will start burning inside, start burning. Then they will show you the calorie value here. How much calorie is in the food. So this is how they do it in the lab. Okay, here's the thing. If you are a food manufacturer, let's say you are Gardenia. Okay, let's say you're Gardenia. You are making a new bread. You want to sell a new bread. So what do? After you make the new bread, you should send a sample of the bread to any lab, any laboratory. Any lab, they will use this thing and then they will burn the food and then they will say, okay, how much calories per piece of bread? And then they need to put it on the food label. The food label cannot lie. You cannot say, oh, 1 piece of bread is only 70, whereas 1 piece is 150. You cannot lie. You have to put everything, every food label correctly. Okay, not exactly correct, but roughly needs to be correct. So any food that you want to make, okay, as long as you're selling a food, you must put food label. And that food label must give you the calorific value, what is inside. You cannot lie to the public. Okay, so of course, in our lab, in our school lab, we don't have this thing. We use this. Okay, as you can see, it's really lame. It's like burning food here. Okay, and then there's a water here. And then can you see these 3 pieces of silver stuff here? These are the heat shield. You don't want the heat to release to the surrounding. Okay, which is a little bit lame. Okay, but this thing costs a few thousand ringgit. Of course, your school is not going to have it. They're just going to do it in a very lame way. Okay, just use a shield to cover and then switch off your fan to make the result as accurate as possible. All right, so let's look at calorific value of food. As you can see, carbohydrates and protein, they have the same amount of energy. Okay, calorific value, kilojoule per gram. For carbohydrate is 16.7, for protein is 16.7. That means when you eat a piece of bread, let's say 100 gram, and when you eat a piece of chicken, 100 gram, they are going to give you the same amount of energy. Okay, same amount of energy. Whereas fats, they are more than double of carbohydrates and protein. Can you see? 16.7 times 2 is going to be 34.1. You see, even more than that. So this is why eating fat makes you fat. Okay, not because of the name, but because of the calories. You are eating twice the amount. That means 100 gram of bread. Okay, let's say this is bread, and 100 gram of, let's say, olive oil. When you drink this olive oil, compared to you eating the bread, you are getting twice more energy. So how can you not get fat? Right? This is why oily food makes you fat, because it has a lot of energy on it. Okay, and you don't really feel it. When you eat oily food, it's liquid. It doesn't make you full. You just keep eating. It makes you fat. Okay, that's the reason why. All right, so we cannot go on without talking about dieting. Okay, let's talk a little bit about dieting. Okay, dieting is actually a very simple concept. What makes a person lose weight? What makes a person gain weight? Okay, very easy. Okay, imagine this is you. Okay, imagine this is you. Okay, as a girl, let's say you're a female. Okay, I'm using female as an example. Okay, imagine you're a female. You are not quite active, you are studying at home, okay, you are not moving anywhere. Yeah, sure, you walk to your school once in a while. You walk your dog maybe once in a while. So roughly how much you need? You will need around 1,006 calories per day. Okay, this is just a rough figure. Because of your genetic, because of your height, because of your everything, you might eat differently. But 1,006 is mostly what females eat. 1,006 to 1,008. Okay, so 1,006 is what you eat. All right, so you see, what happens when you eat 1,006? What happens when you eat 1,006? When you eat 1,006, your body is gonna burn that 1,006. You will remain the same weight. Okay, what your body needs, you give it to your body. So at the end, the net is gonna be 0. You need thousands. You earn 1,006. You spend 1,006. At the end, you get 0. So you will not gain weight. You will not lose weight. You will stay the same. All right. So here's the problem. What if now you are going through, okay, let's say now it's holidays. Chinese New Year, yay, everyone gets happy. You start snacking, okay, you eat, you cannot control. Okay, so what happens now? Okay, let's say now you eat 2,000. Example, okay, you eat 2,000. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, 2,000, you're eating slightly more than your body needs. Okay, so what happens now? Your body needs 1,006. You give it 2,000. Okay, you give it 2,000. Now your body has extra 400. Okay, your body has an extra 400. So how do you get rid of this 400? There's two methods. There's only one method. You can exercise and burn it away. Okay, you can burn it away. If you don't, this extra calories, you just think, yeah, never mind lah, just leave it lah. Your body will store it away. Your body will store this 400 underneath your skin as fats. Okay, so you do this maybe once in a while. Maybe you do it in one day, and yeah, you'll be fine, nothing will happen. But if you do it every day, let's say every day 400, 400, 400, 400, you do this every day after day after day after day, 3 months later, you will easily gain 2 to 3 kilos. Okay, your skin will get a bit thicker, you look a bit more puffy. That's how you gain weight lah. You see, this is what we call calorie surplus. Okay, calorie surplus. There's an extra calorie surplus. You are eating more, so you gain weight lor. Okay, on the other hand, let's say now you broke up. Okay, you broke up. You are very sad. Okay, you broke up with your boyfriend. You're very sad. You're very depressed. You cannot eat. So let's say now you eat 800. For example, 800 is crazy low. Okay, for example, you eat 800. Okay, because you're too sad. So what happened? Your body needs 1,006. Okay, now you only give it 800. Your body is like, hey, hello, you give me so little, I cannot run leh. Okay, your body is like a machine. This machine is like, you give me so little petrol, how can I run? So your body is like, I have to get that energy from somewhere. Okay, because now your body is negative 800. Okay, just now is calorie surplus. Now it's what we call a calorie deficit. Okay, calorie deficit, you are lacking. There's a deficit, 有缺乏 deficit. So what does your body do? Your body will go to your fats and they will start getting the fats out so that you don't die, because you need this extra 800 to survive. Okay, so you start burning fat to fill up this extra 800. So this is how you lose weight. This is how, I mean, please don't slash your calories in half. Oh, sir, you say I must slash my calories in half. Right? Okay, I'll do this today. No, you don't. Okay, this is not the way to do it. Okay, have you realized something? Most diets fail. Most diets fail. They say they will what? Oh, I'm gonna stop eating for 3 months. Oh, I'm gonna eat 300 for 3 months. Then I'm gonna lose weight. Yes, sure. Beginning you will lose weight. You will lose weight easily because you slash 800 what. But let me ask you, do you think you feel good? No. Why? Because if you slash your calories in half and you don't know how to eat, you're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be very hungry, and day after day after day, you're gonna be more and more and more hungry, more and more hungry. And then 3 months later, yes, you reach your target goal. You are happy. Yay, I lost 5 kg. You look awesome. Everybody is praising you. You're very proud. Now, what happens? Your discipline starts to waver. You are like, I reached my goal already, now I start to slack off a bit. And before you know it, since you are hungry for so long, now your body takes a revenge. Your body is like, now I'm hungry for so long. And then when you reverse, you will binge. Like I said just now, if you stop snacking for so long, you don't eat your favorite snack for so long, when you start eating, you cannot stop. So here's the thing, you cannot stop eating, and before you know it, you will eat everything back. These 3 months of diet will be down to the longkang. Okay, and before you know it, 2-3 months later, you rebound back to your old weight. Oh, now you are sad again. Okay, maybe you started from 65, you lost to 60. Okay, you're happy. Now you rebound back to 65. You are sad again. If not even worse, maybe you rebound back to 68 because you couldn't stop eating. So this is why you see people, they go up and down. Okay, they lose weight, they gain weight, lose, gain, up and down, up and down, up and down in a never-ending cycle. This is what we call yo-yo dieting. Okay, yo-yo diet, like a yo-yo. You do this enough times, you're gonna screw up your body. Okay, because you're like playing games, you're playing jump rope with your body. 3 months you eat very little. 3 months you binge eat. Very little, binge, very little, binge. Your body gets very confused. Hey, what the hell are you trying to do? Are you eating or not? So if you do this enough times for 5-10 years, you will screw up your metabolism. Not even joking. So if you want to lose weight, you do it slowly. Maybe every day you slash 200. You see, 200, you can barely feel it. Okay, 200 is just by cutting your favorite sauce out. Don't drink soft drink. Cut your bubble tea away. 1 cup of bubble tea is already 200. You can die without drinking bubble tea, man? No, you just cut that thing away. You see, 200 calories already. You do it slowly and steadily. Not only you will lose the weight, you will keep it off. You won't regain this thing. This is the healthy way of doing. Okay, so stop watching those stupid TikToks. Oh, this is how you lose weight. You drink tea for the whole day and you lose 5 kg in 1 week. Yeah, sure, you will gain it back in no time too. What's the point? Okay, so I'm sure you watch those TikTok, so-called guru. Please don't go to TikTok for fitness advice or any dieting advice. That's suicide. Okay, it makes me mad. Okay, how can people spread stupid info like this, making young innocent girls and follow this kind of stupid diet? Okay, so just be smart just be smart. Okay, don't do anything stupid with your body. Okay, anyway, okay, hey, free advice for you. This one, you go outside, you hire those so-called personal trainer, they charge you 100 per hour teaching you how to eat. I'm doing it free for you. Okay, not exactly free, you pay me for lesson, but this is extra free lesson for you. Okay, anyway, so this is your calorific value of food. Okay, as you can see, sugar is 100% carbohydrate. Okay, meat is 69% water. Okay, meat is a lot of water. When you cook it, the water will disappear. And then 18% of protein and 13% of fats. Okay, it depends on what meat you eat. Some meat has more fats. Like if you eat pork, pork is going to be more fats and different parts as well. If you eat the sam chang yolk of the pork, you know bak kut teh, the thing has a lot of fats. Compared to you eating chicken breast. Okay, so palm oil is going to be 100% fats. Rice is like 76% carbohydrate, 14% water, okay, because you use water to cook the rice. 8% is going to be protein. You see, rice also got protein one. Don't think that rice got no protein. And then, of course, rice has 2% fat. Yes, it has a little bit of fats, very, very little. Okay, these are just examples. I'm just letting you know. Okay, anyway, so which food sample has the highest calorific value? This is a very simple experiment. So when you burn groundnut, when you burn anchovies, when you burn bread, who is going to make the water the hottest? Of course, it's going to be a groundnut. Okay, it's going to be a groundnut. So there's a formula here. Okay, can you see 4.2 times mass of water, which is the mass here. Okay, times change in water temperature. What's the final and initial difference? Divide by mass of food times 1000. Okay, should you memorize this? No. In exam, they will give you the exact formula. You just need to know how to sub it in. Okay, just follow the instruction, just put the values in. Okay, you'll get your answer. All right, so let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at the effect of consuming total calories that do not meet individuals' requirement. Okay, let's talk about malnutrition. Okay, let's talk about malnutrition. Malnutrition, as I said, is when you eat too much or too little of something and it causes a problem to your body. For example, number one, obesity. This is a very big problem. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, I don't have it in my iPad lah. Okay, I have it in my phone. Okay, can you see this map? Okay, let me switch off the background a little bit. Okay, anyway, so you look at this diagram, can you see this map? Okay, orange being the obese country, green being the normal weight country. Okay, if you look at America, okay, I'm not even joking. You see, America is the fattest country in the world. They are all dark orange. Okay, they are super fat. Okay, yeah, America is the fattest country in the world. One of it. Okay, Canada is not bad as well. Okay, and if you look at Europe, this is Europe, same thing lah. You see, most advanced country, they are very fat. Okay, why? Because people has high income and they eat. They spend a lot of money on food, so they become fat lor. And if you go down, you see Africa is normal. Why? Because you don't get a lot of food in Africa besides South Africa. South Africa is obese as well. If you look at normal Africa, okay, usually every part in Africa is going to be normal because Africa is poor. They cannot afford food. And if you look at the side one, Asia, just in case you haven't realized, Asia is skinny. Okay, it doesn't mean Asian is poor. Okay, you might say, sir, just now you say Africa normal way because they're poor, right? Doesn't it mean Asians are poor? No, Asians are not poor. It's just that in Asian culture, it is socially unacceptable for someone to be fat, right? I'm sure in Chinese, as well, like in China, in Korea or in Japan, being fat, you'll be shamed. People will shame you for being fat. Okay, your parents will shame you, your cousins will shame you. There's no such thing as, oh, I don't know what body pride lah. No such thing. As long as you're fat, they will shame you. Okay, they will ask you to lose weight lah and all. Right? So this is your Asia. And can you realize something? Over in Asia, when we zoom into Southeast Asia, you will see something very funny. Every part is green. Okay, even Singapore is green, you see? So where is the only orange part? Malaysia lor. Okay, I'm not even joking. You see, Malaysia is the fattest country in Southeast Asia by far. Okay, by far. Are you even surprised? Malaysia has so much good food. Okay, nasi lemak is full of fats and carbohydrate. Char kway teow is full of fats and carbohydrate. You name it. All our food is full of fats and carbohydrate. Yeah, sure, it is good to eat. But from a healthy standpoint, Malaysia is, no, Malaysia food is bad. Okay, very bad. Yeah, I see, not even surprised. Plus, with all the bubble tea around these few years, they're not helping. They're not helping. Plus, Malaysians are lazy. You don't see Malaysian walk. Do you see Malaysian bike around, okay, using bicycle? No. Everywhere, you even 5 minutes away, you say, hey, you don't want to walk lah, let's take the car lah. Okay, maybe Malaysia is hot lah. That's why people don't like walking. This is why after years of bad food and not exercising, that's why you have highest obesity in Southeast Asia lor. Not even surprised. Okay, anyway, so let's look at obesity. What causes obesity? Is when you consume food with high calorific value excessively over long periods of time. You don't get obesity in a few months even. It's years and years of bad dieting. Okay, so why do we care so much about obesity? Because when you're obese, other risks of this, the risk of other disease increase as well. Okay, you will increase risk of developing diabetes, arteriosclerosis, which is the hardening of blood vessel, and of course, your high blood pressure. Everything gets worse. I'm sure you know this. When you are obese, your risk of dying from COVID-19 increase dramatically as well. You see, most people who die from COVID-19, either they are obese or either they have some breathing disease. Not surprised. Okay? Anyway, so that's obesity. Okay, so what is anorexia nervosa? This is what happens in young females mostly. Okay, young females, especially during your age. Okay, anorexia, what is this? This is called 厌食症. Okay, when you hate eating. So this is a psychological disorder. Do not be confused. This is something wrong with the person's mind thinking that when a girl is very obsessed with losing weight, when she has a wrong standard of beauty, when she has a wrong, we call it body dysmorphia, they think that they need to look a certain way to be attractive. That's how they get anorexia nervosa. Okay, can you blame them? No, because throughout society, we keep putting this image into your head. Okay, what do I mean? When you are trying to sell something, when you are trying to make any advertisement, we will put some attractive skinny model at the side. We will put a skinny model there. So after years and years of looking at it, okay, many commercials, they put hot girls there, they put attractive girls there. You will start thinking that, maybe that's the standard of beauty. Maybe I need to look like this. Only people will accept me for who I am. Okay? When you are fat, you get bullied. When you get skinny like this, maybe you will be happy. So what do? You will slowly develop into this refusal to eat. You think that eating makes you guilty. Eating makes you, you just feel guilty. You just feel like, not eating because it makes you fat. Even eating something, immediately you feel like you're gaining weight already. Okay, so this is an refusal to eat due to worries of gaining weight. Okay, so we develop problems such as malnutrition, which can be fatal. Anorexia, you can die. Okay, not even joking. Very common among teenage girls. When you want to reach a certain, that few years, there's this challenge, right? The A4 paper challenge, where they put an A4 paper in front of their waist. The waist must be smaller than the A4 paper, or the wrap around your hand, around your waist challenge. When you wrap your arm around your waist, the finger must reach your belly button. Okay, or the thigh gap challenge. Okay, between your legs, there must be a thigh gap there. You see, this kind of stupid challenge, it makes girls, some certain girls, they will be very self-conscious, thinking that, I don't look like that leh. Maybe I'm really fat leh. So then they start to have this mindset thinking that I need to start losing weight. There's nothing wrong with losing weight if you do it healthily. But when you have that wrong concept of mind, thinking that you need to lose more, that's how you get this anorexia nervosa, which is not a good thing. All right. So anyway, what is atherosclerosis? Can you see two here? There's atherosclerosis, and then there's arteriosclerosis. Sir, why got two one? Okay, different. Atherosclerosis is the narrowing of your blood vessel. Okay, when your blood vessel becomes narrow due to cholesterol. This one now, a lot of people get this one. I'm sure maybe some of you, your dad has it or your mom has it. High blood pressure. So if he's like 50, 60 something, he gets high blood pressure. That's because of this lah. Okay, if he eats a lot of oily food, cholesterol, this is atherosclerosis law. Okay, so arteriosclerosis is the hardening of the blood vessel. Okay, this will happen as you get older. Okay, your blood vessel will be very elastic when you're young. It just becomes less elastic when you're old. Okay, typical. So this is due to cholesterol. Okay, cholesterol. So the narrowing of your artery causes high blood pressure. So when you have high blood pressure, you will also have a risk of heart disease and stroke. This is why high blood pressure is the first step towards heart disease and stroke. If you have high blood pressure, okay, here's the thing. If you have high blood pressure, like I have high blood pressure, okay, you might say, sir, I thought you live very healthily one. Why you got high blood pressure one? I have high blood pressure because of genetic. My mom has it. Okay, so if you have high blood pressure, please do not delay. Go and get treatment. Get medicine. You need to eat medicine to bring your blood pressure down. Not even joking. Okay, because you don't want to get heart disease when you are 50. So take medication, control your blood pressure. Okay, anyway, so diabetes mellitus, you know it's diabetes lah, when you eat too much sugar. Okay, so it affects your vision, kidney, and nervous system. Okay, and of course your wound will recover very slowly. I'm sure you know, in serious cases of diabetes, people need to go for amputation. They need to chop off their finger, chop off their arms, chop off their leg. Why? Because they start to get something called gangrene. Gangrene is when their cell starts dying. That's what happens when you have too much sugar in your blood. Okay, it's not a good thing. Okay, anyway, high blood pressure, okay, is consuming food with high salt over long periods of time, increased risk of heart disease and stroke lah. Okay, so high blood pressure can be due to salt, and it could be due to narrowing, okay, arteriosclerosis. Most likely it's gonna be both. Okay, let me ask you do you see people eat oily food without eating salty food? No. When people eat oily food, it's usually salty as well. So the combination of both is gonna make you high blood pressure. Okay, not even surprised, isn't it? Okay, anyway, so we have like 3 more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go into some exercise. Okay, too much storytelling already today. There's not enough time for exercise. Okay, anyway, so let's look at question 1. An analysis of contents of food packet is shown in table 2. So there's a food here which says carbohydrate 3.5%, fats 4.5%, protein 20%. Oh, obviously you can see there's a 20% of protein here. Okay, this food is rich in protein. So what is the function of carbohydrate? You learned this in Form 2 already. Carbohydrate is to provide you with energy. Okay, provide energy. Okay, that's the fuel of your body. So next, protein. Now, what's the function of protein? Your hair, your skin, your muscle, they're all made from protein. So protein is for growth, to create new cell, to create new tissue. Okay, so you can say to grow or repair cells or tissue. You want to grow new tissue, you want to grow new cell, okay, or you want to repair tissue, repair cell, you eat protein. Like me, I go to the gym. Protein is very important for me because if I go to the gym, I train my muscle, I tear my muscle. Okay, training your muscle is about tearing it, okay, making it sore. So when you eat protein, the protein is going to repair the muscle, then your muscle gets stronger, your muscle gets bigger, your muscle gets, better, right? And so that's protein. So next, B, state 2 other classes of food that are not in table 2 for balanced diet. So you have 7 classes, right? There's only 3 here. So what is missing here? So you have your mineral missing, you have your vitamin, you have your fiber missing, and of course your water. Okay, of course, you only want 2 I'm giving you all 4. Okay, anyway, C, state 1 class of food that is important for pregnant mother. Okay, you see, you're pregnant now, let's say, you have a baby. Baby needs to grow new cell. So what do you need? Of course, you need protein. Okay, why? Because you need to develop or grow new cells in fetus. You want your baby to grow faster, so eat more protein lah. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here today. Okay, unfortunately, sorry I cannot go everything because there's too much storytelling today already. Okay, like I said, it's a very relaxing topic for today. Okay, no matter we shall continue this next week So thanks for coming. Okay, I will see you again the same time next week. Okay, have fun. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.